Ladies and gentlemen, all the friends who are watching online, welcome to 2020 International Design Forum. This year's Taiwan Design Expo takes place in Hsinchu, a city of rich history and prosperous high-tech industry. Today, we're going to show you how design can change the landscape of Hsinchu and revitalizes the entire city. Today's forum is joined by experts from home and abroad who are going to share with us the latest design trends and show the world what Taiwan has to offer. We're very much looking forward to their talks. Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is David Kusuma, President-elect of WDO, World Design Organization. He's going to share with us technological innovations in the city and how to maximize the benefits of human beings through UN's SDGs. Let's welcome David Kusuma.
My dear friends and colleagues in Taiwan, it is my honor and my pleasure to join you via video to celebrate your Taiwan Design Expo 2020. My name is David Kusuma, President-elect of the World Design Organization, also known as WDO. The topic of the forum, which focuses on the relationship between design and the city, is very important and it's a very timely topic. So I would like to highlight how design can be utilized as a lever of change and also for development in future cities and communities. As you probably know, there is a lot of discussion today surrounding how design can play a strategic and a significant role in the planning and development of so-called smart cities. For those of you who have been connected to the WDO, you will know how design can contribute as a major driving force and also as a catalyst for global and social improvement. In fact, the United Nations has a 2030 agenda for sustainable development. This was agreed upon by UN member countries in 2015 to try and solve some of humanity's biggest challenges within 15 years from that time. Now, 7 of the original 17 SDGs were identified by WDO members as especially relevant to the global industrial design community. SDG number 11, for example, in particular, focuses on sustainable cities and communities, which is fully aligned with this year's theme. So this means championing design as a fundamental tool for making cities and human settlements more inclusive, more safe, more resilient, and of course, sustainable. With regards to the future of industrial design, it's an important time for the WDO and for the design profession as a whole. And it's a great time to be connected to the global design community. In order to think about future trends, we must first think about what is happening today and about all the great things we can achieve to improve the quality of life through design. The WDO has been promoting Design for a Better World, using the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals as a guideline. So I want to highlight a few of the SDGs, which I feel are the most important and how they relate to cities and urban areas. The first trend is smarter products and also personalization. I would like to link this to SDG 9, which stands for Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure. And the focus of SDG 9 is to strengthen the connection between design, which is our profession, along with technology and R&D. Design and new products will expand the use of AI and robotics in future applications. I'm sure of it. As automation and connected products continue to permeate into our daily lives, big data will become even more important as new conveniences and new human benefits are made possible. For example, by using past data to predict future outcomes. In kitchen products and food storage, where I happen to be involved, big data can help to predict food spoilage based on past measurements of food including temperature, humidity, VOCs, and sensory data. Of course, as more data is collected, AI can predict future expectations for when spoilage will happen by using algorithms to map past behavior and performance. So the promise of big data is that when more people use this product, it will make prediction more accurate, and it will also allow customization, including user preference and personalization. The next trend is healthy lifestyles. This is connected to SDG 3, which stands for good health and well-being. Now, promoting design-led innovation can help to reduce illness and to strengthen health and people's well-being. More and more than ever before, people are wanting to become healthy in their daily lives and in their activities. This includes personal care, it includes beauty, also nutrition, weight management, for example, fitness, preventative and personalized medications, and other lifestyle specializations. According to a study of the Global Wellness Institute, the global health and wellness market is valued at about $3.4 trillion US, which today is 3 times larger than the worldwide pharmaceutical industry. It's huge. Services and products in this area, they are expected to grow continuously and will also increase the growing trend of designing wearable devices, for example, fitness bands and trackers. The third trend I want to talk about is value for money. So this is connected to SDG 12, which stands for responsible consumption and responsible production. And it encourages the efficient use of our precious resources in the world. If we look at things like sustainability, we should be looking at alternative materials, and we should also be encouraging and applying responsible behaviors. I believe that these are the things designers can do. We can really create the opportunities for people so they can be environmentally friendly by helping them to reduce their carbon footprint. A lot of this has to do with education. At Tupperware, we have found that if we teach people to wash their housewares in cold water instead of in hot water, they can immediately reduce their carbon footprint in half. It's amazing. It doesn't take much, but it takes good design and it takes good education for people who end up using our products. And this goes along with value for money, especially during the time of COVID, of economic crises. Consumers want more value for their money. COVID-19 has created economic hardships for citizens in almost every country around the world. And as a consequence of the pandemic, many people have lost their employment, they've lost their livelihood. They need design to create value for consumers. And this has become even more important today as we look to design products and services, which has to provide high value to the people they're meant to serve. We must do our best to provide maximum benefit for the money people will spend, and this means designing products which provide maximum usage, possibly with multifunctional benefits, long-lasting quality and durability, and intuitive use of ease of use. Products that people will love to own because they are cost-effective and they improve the quality of their lives. Taking SDG further on the topic of sustainability, I must say that with the world's limited resources and really growing unfavorable environmental conditions, there is significant effort being placed on designers to design sustainable products. And today, there is a strong initiative led by major companies where almost every single global brand also has an environmental sustainable strategy. Consumers demand that companies make products which are more environmentally friendly and which do not create pollution. So this includes products which use sustainable materials and which can be, of course, reused at the end of their life cycle. In our work at Tupperware, we have taken this further and we have developed food storage containers using food science, which extends the freshness of food. This design and technology allows the consumer to save money. It reduces the amount of food being thrown away, which eventually lessens greenhouse gases. All of us, we have to contribute to build a world that we want to live in, and that's for ourselves, for our children, even for our children's children. For social design, I also want to talk about SDG 5, which focuses on gender equality, and SDG 10, looking at reducing inequalities. And although these two are not part of the 7 original design-led SDGs put forth by WDO members, they are nonetheless extremely relevant in the context of urban design and development. So the questions are, how can we design for inclusion? Of course, designers are well known in the creation of products, services, systems, and experiences. But today, the profession has great opportunity to also engage in solving problems using design as a tool for social improvement. I would say that gender equality is not a subject where we as designers think we could have a lot of effect. Finally, I would like to talk about SDG number 17, which happens to be focusing on partnerships. So this includes public, private, and even civil society partnerships, and the sharing of knowledge, which allows the building of experience and the resourcing strategies to support the achievement of SDGs, hopefully in every country. Because within the whole design profession, it's really not feasible to do everything by yourselves, right? We have to work together with other disciplines in order to extend our reach and in order to provide a benefit which actually works. Collaboration is known to be the new competitive advantage. It's bigger than one person, and it's bigger than one company. I think nobody knows this better than the Taiwan Design Research Institute, because TDRI is designed to be interdisciplinary, merging technology with human-centered design and with design thinking, and working together with other disciplines so that design solutions can be the best they can be. We know that far more can be accomplished with more involvement than with less involvement, especially for sustainable development. And the creation of partnerships can benefit human development along with environmental and social improvements. In this way, the WDO and the international design community becomes both a global as well as an extraterrestrial design community. I want to close by coming back to the subject of COVID, and also to talk a little bit about the impact I believe the pandemic will have on the industrial design community in the long run in terms of both challenges and opportunities. But first, I want to say that I hope all of you and your families are doing okay, and that you are fine and that you are safe. It's very important for all of us to make sure we can work and live and survive through this pandemic. And hopefully, our lives can return back to normal in the near future. COVID-19 has created significant challenges for the world. But all of us in design know that with every challenge brings also opportunity. And this is true for the design profession, which has played a significant role over the last few months on dealing with the COVID-19 urgency. I've seen designers work together to solve issues related to coming up with ways to communicate even basic information about the virus, best practices for behavior using, for example, digital solutions, also designing safety equipment like PPEs, personal protective equipment. Also on how to solve issues related to mental health and also how to deal with the more vulnerable populations. With many countries around the world feeling pressure to reopen their businesses and economies, but where infection rates continue to increase, we need to begin thinking about how design can help the world live for a longer term with COVID-19. We know today that there's no cure at the moment, and yet we still need to live our lives and make the best of a terrible global situation. Design has the opportunity to play a significant role for our society and to take the opportunity forward to help make our lives better even during the pandemic. I believe this is only getting started. The world has seen that disasters, whether they happen to be natural, whether they happen to be man-made, have changed the way we live our lives. And this is due to fears and also precautions that arise from the disasters. Greetings, how people greet each other, and handshaking, and even physical money may become a thing of the past. Many places will need to be redesigned to manage social distancing, including any location where people interact on a daily basis. This includes schools, it includes banks, airports, sports bars, hospitals, grocery stores, shops, restaurants, you name it. We've seen transparent barriers which have been put into place, and everything that we touch may be handled, which may be handled by multiple people, will need to be redesigned for safety. Digital and virtual interactions for education and professional work are already commonplace. Also, services for remote banking, grocery stores, and food delivery are already commonplace. Both design and technologies will for sure play a strong role in finding solutions on living with this pandemic. Taiwan, in my opinion, has already the best reputation in the world for high technology manufacturing and top-level education. So combined with great ideas and great invention, Taiwan is also taking a leading global role in technology and innovation. Design, of course, is a big part of that emergence. Today, Taiwan has many leading world-class companies with the highest standards for products and services, and which span all industries. I think many companies and many other countries as well have already been looking to Taiwan to also learn best practices. The World Design Organization, we are proud to have 7 extremely innovative and prominent members from Taiwan. If you connect this to our global membership, which has over 170 member organizations worldwide, we connect to somewhere between 300 and 400,000 designers around the world. The WDO believes that design can create a better world, and this includes promoting and sharing knowledge of design-driven, design-led innovation that enhances the economic, social, cultural, and environmental quality of life. Thank you very much again for your kind invitation and for your extremely warm reception. I want to wish you all a lot of great presentations, great dialogue, great connections, and the opportunity to work all together to make the world a better place and to design for a better world. Thank you.